With the penetration, he takes it inside. With the penetration, able to penetrate. They are going in transition. Quickly in transition now. Here they come, the fast break. Are running. In transition. Coming back the other way. They have numbers. Fast break going the other way. With the man advantage. They are ahead of the defense. They're able to run. Quickly back the other way. They are getting out on the break. Up court in a hurry. Running the fast break. Running the transition. Force his man back out to the perimeter by cutting off the penetration. That was an impressive effort on defense. The other team tried to drive inside, but the penetration was cut off by. Made an effort defensively to slow down the other team in transition. He contained the ball handler and forced them to set up the offense. The other team was ready to strike in transition but was forced to set it up. The ball handler was contained very effectively by. Well, an excellent job slowing down the transition by. He ran into a wall trying to drive to the basket. Excellent defensive positioning by. Excellent job of cutting off the penetration, Dora. He definitely has his moments there. Was outnumbered in transition and it cost them. Every man on the floor has to make an effort to get back on defense. Everyone needs to sprint back down the floor in transition. They shouldn't be outnumbered on defense. Failed to cut off the penetration. They need to make a conscious effort to stay in front of their man on defense. Failed to communicate and help each other defensively. The offensive player should not be allowed to penetrate that easily. Need to do a better job of getting back on defense. There's no excuse for being outnumbered in transition. They really have to make an effort to limit transition baskets. The other team ran their transition game and were able to convert. The defense needs to regroup. They made very little effort during that play to stop the dribble penetration. He's showing the touch boots. The other team has had trouble containing him during this stretch. They can't leave him alone on the offensive end if they want to hold on to this lead. That was a disappointing play on the defensive end. Where was the help? Someone should have rotated to cut off the penetration. With a nice assist in transition, he did a fantastic job of setting his teammate up for the finish. They need to do a better job of moving their feet and cutting off the dribble penetration. Is making too many mistakes on defense. No one rotated on that play to cut off the penetration. They had the numbers and they capitalized. Good recognition on that play to run the floor and convert on the offensive end. Took advantage of the slow transition defense. He got his teammate the ball on the break and winds up making a nice assist. has to be disheartened by the lack of communication on defense. They need to focus on helping out when a man gets beat. They were too slow to react in transition. I agree, Dora. They could have done a better job defensively. No one on the other team got back to offer much resistance that time. They had the numbers and they took full advantage of it. With a nice assist on the fast break. Great recognition that time to spot the outlet. With a nice pass in transition. Good recognition that time. Finding the open man on the break for the basket. The nice assist in transition. He did a fantastic job of setting his teammate up for the finish. Are showing their transition game. They were able to take advantage of the slow transition defense and made them pay with a basket. A good effort that time. Failed to cut off the penetration. They need to make a conscious effort to stay in front of their man on defense.